14th of January 2019, Sri Lanka. This is getting worse by the day. Hundreds proclaimed dead already. Oh, souls. Yet again, my compassion lasts for the length of the broadcast before I'm sucked into my own selfish bubble to concentrate on my own life. Providing the Alps don't burst open, spraying volcanic ash over Austria and southern Germany, I can rest assured that my holiday will be the relaxing jaunt that I'm ready for. I'll have to do some serious clothes shopping before I go. It's all right for you, Mr. Diary. Your cover will suffice. But I need half a new wardrobe to even pass as acceptable in normal society once again. Days spent cooped up in transit vans, spying on perverts, paedophiles, and prostitutes, pissing in an old lemonade bottle. It really takes its toll on your self-esteem. And only a decent pair of jeans. What would the Germans think if I entered their proud land stinking of takeaways and stale sweat? This is a chance to dust myself down and forget all about the neighbouring world of sleaze and scum. It's been 4 long years since my last holiday, and as short as this one may have to be, I need to leave this green and unpleasant land behind me for a while and check in on my European neighbours. Internet. What a wonderful tool. How did we ever manage before this, Mr. Diary? I appreciate that you and your relatives took a knock when the internet entered our lives, but even you must admit it's one hell of an invention. I would never abandon the pen and paper, but writing is a dying art for the masses. Why write when you can email? Why scribble when you can click? Why flick through a magazine with staples in the centrefold when you can access worldwide porn thanks to broadband and a healthy search engine? Also, who needs a travel agent when you have the internet? Look at the choice of cheap holidays. Hotels with flights, transfers, inclusive food and trips, car parking, car hire. It's all there, and you don't even have to leave the house or talk to Malcolm Patel in a call centre in India. That's it. Booked. Flights. 1 night stay in Munich on arrival, and 3 nights in Frutzenberg, including sightseeing trips to the Bavarian Alps. All for under £500. Printed. All appointments to be cancelled or rescheduled between the 28th of January and the 3rd of February. According to you, Mr. Diary, there's nothing out of the ordinary to worry about during those days, and nothing that can't be shuffled around to suit. There is something incredibly satisfying about booking a holiday. That initial worry about money soon disappears, only to be replaced by a sense of excitement. I wonder if I need new shorts. 15th of January 2019. John Weston, case file 4011. Meeting with Sheila Thompson at 12:15 p.m. The Circle Club, Barton Square, Manchester. The senior news editor of The Telegraph. Take one line of inquiry before making final decision on case. Go no further than Sheila, unless the vibe's right. Trust instinct as ever. No payment taken from Julie Claxon, Weston's sister. Take Tom's notes along, newspaper clippings and witness statements. Other cases. Bob Fletcher, case file 4320. Completed. Final payment received for £231, with no further action necessary. Satisfied by her explanation following surveillance reports. If she's a lesbian, I'm Hitler. Sue Tomlinson, case file 4299. Rescheduled visit with Miss Susan following break in Germany. No urgent action really required. Miss Tomlinson assures me that the new padlocks are sufficient enough for now, and the sedatives will work their magic while I'm away. Offer discount of 10% for the inconvenience, but we're sure to complete programme of observation until Miss Tomlinson is satisfied. I'm quite enjoying this one. Late mail delivery, 2 bills, 2 offers for laser eye treatment, 1 welcome cheque and 2 handwritten letters, 1 postmarked for Rochdale and another for Plymouth in Devon. Could be possible work. Skim through both, nothing out of the ordinary. I will action these later, following our meeting with Sheila. 16th of the 1st, 2019. Good God, that woman can drink. 2:15 p.m. soon became 2:15 a.m. What is it with journalists? They live and work on the streets, literally. She was out of her head by last orders, all on my expenses. I'm not complaining, Mr. Diary, I was out of my head on her expense account too. No wonder newspapers' front pages are filled with snappy headlines. They're all too bloody pissed to write a good story after that. That said, she was not completely useless. My initial hunch was right. Weston is not without friends in high, and indeed low places. There's caution needed here. Is the money really worth the risk? Again, my hunch says no, but the thought of seeing Julie's breasts again, coupled with a higher than normal wedge of cash, is starting to cloud my normally razor-sharp, thorough process. I'll give this one some more thought, but she does need a decision by Wednesday. Right, the letters, both from yesterday and both possible leads for work. Letter 1, Rochdale. Typical affair. Suspect male, 34. Usual surveillance and bank checks should uncover the necessary. Letter below, sent from workplace of wife, presumably to avoid trace. Paper watermark and choice of stationery, typical of large chain insurance company. First impressions, fairly typical. Language used was formal, but with hints of panic and urgency. Not a wealthy woman, but the worry is weighing heavy on her shoulders, and the outlay of a couple of £100 is worth it for her. There's no address details in the letter. Mobile telephone number only. Mind you, workplace easily ascertained from choice of stationery and franking machine. Should the need to rise to contact her in person. Always cover your back before you cover somebody else's. That's my motto. Husband's behaviour has prompted understandable concerns. Actions of a concerned wife. Not a hysteric. As usual, reproduction of the letter for the diary noted below. Identification details removed. Records kept in safe with original paper copy, plus the usual backup scans taken. Dear Mr. Brunskill, it is with much sadness that I feel the need to seek your services. After much soul searching and nail biting, I have decided to take positive action in order to save both my sanity and the sanctity of my marriage. I have, for some months now, suspected my husband of having an affair. After 9 years of marriage, one would expect periods of tension or boredom, but until the summer of this year, I had no reason to suspect my husband of any wrongdoing. In August, following a works party when he stayed out all night, he's become far more secretive and sly. He's working much later than usual in the evenings. He will snap at me and look for an argument over the simplest things, and our sex life has diminished. These traits may not be unusual and may simply be in the result of a marriage on the wane, but I do fear he's seeing another lady. For my own peace of mind, I need to know one way or the other, and I'm willing to pay to uncover the truth. These may be ramblings of an overweight, paranoid wife, but for my own peace of mind, I'd be obliged if you can consider my request. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I would be grateful if you could use the mobile number listed above to contact me. As you will understand, I'm reluctant to give my home address. On your advertisement, you assure professionalism and discretion. I trust this is the case. Yours sincerely, K. Fitzgerald. Just a quick note, contact tomorrow. Unless there is anything untowards not noted in the letter, this case can be taken. I see no more than 2 weeks' work here, perhaps 20 hours at £30 an hour, mainly consisting of surveillance. Find husband's job, shift patterns, his age, doctor, income, some relationship history, loves, likes, interests, the usual. And this one, second letter, from Plymouth, Devon. Another straightforward detection by the looks of it. Short, brief letter, very formal. The style indicates elderly gentleman. Copy of birth certificate enclosed. I'll check that out in a week or so. Cumbrian family. This would explain the desire to seek the help of a Northwest investigator, although the search for birth records is not difficult to trace. A one-off standard fee, £150 for work. That said, the money's better in my pocket. This one can be done and dusted before Germany. No noted concerns, and his flattery will get him everywhere. Again, reproduction of the letter for the diary noted below. Identifications details removed. Records kept in safe with original paper copies plus the usual backup scans taken. Dear Sir, writing in the hope that, after careful consideration of my request, you would consider offering both your time and expertise. I've never had the need to approach a private detective before, but after carrying out some research of those in the local area, you come highly recommended. As I'm limited in my abilities to use modern technology, please reply to me directly by letter at the above address. Any monies invoiced by you I will honour immediately in the form of cheques by return post. If you choose to accept the work, I would be thankful if you could contact me as soon as possible with your response, and I will write again soon. Mr. Brunskill, I want you to help me find a man. Yours sincerely, Mr. William Green.